Because the wing lights, there's two covers like this that sit right out at the end of the tip of the wing, and there's a bulb underneath the wing, and then there's another one up above. And one side is red, and the other side is green. So we need to find a bulb that fit in here. Now the original bulb was a 6-volt incandescent bulb that fit in here. I found these guys. These are dome lights. And what's great about these is they actually come in red and green, and blue too if you needed blue. So what we needed to do is this thing here actually sits right on the wing at about this level. So there's not much area underneath here. The original socket is underneath here, but we're not using that. So whatever we came up with had to actually fit into this cavity here. So you can see it's I don't know, it's 1.5 inches deep. So I got these bulbs here. Now these bulbs, these bulbs are really pretty simple. They run on 12 volts. They're not even this base is even soldered on. These leads here are like off of a resistor internally. So you just pull up, you can bend this lead around and pop this bottom cap off of this bulb. And then all I did was I took that bottom cap and I cut a bigger hole in it for my wire coming through. And then I marked off which was plus and minus. These little boards down here probably don't have topside silk screen on them, so it doesn't tell you which one. And I just soldered that on, and then I fed this back through, and you just push this. You just push this thing back in there, if I can get it from here. Okay, so you just push that back on. And then what I'm going to do is, this sits down here, but it's kind of loose. It's a loose fit in this thing. So I got a couple of, I wonder if I have these. Yeah, I got them right here. So I fashioned up I have a rig out of some O-rings. It turns out that you can get this size O-ring here, and this actually fits in the hole just fine. But it fits in the hole only if you cut one of these lips off. Okay, you can see that I've cut one of the lips off, so it fits in that hole fine. But this thing kind of fits in. It's still kind of loose. So I got a smaller one over here, and I also cut its end off. And I'm not going to do it here, but it's you know, you can figure this out. I took this thing and shoved it into this hole. You know, I can't work it here, but it does fit in there. And then the resultant hole here is actually the same diameter as this part of the LED base. Okay, so it fits in there really nice and it's snug. And then this outside O-ring now fits in here very snugly. And so what ends up happening is you have this bulb down in the end there, and it's very nice in the way that it all hooks together. So I'm going to turn the camera off here. I'm just going to hit the pause. I'll put this together and I'll be back in just a second.